Awesome. Okay, I think we are live on both. Takes a little bit of time to get the image right there. Perfect. Okay, great. Connection is good. Now we can actually start. Yay! Alright. Super awesome. Super happy with this environment. I gave it a little bit of love because it was a little bit... forgot a little bit about this environment, and now trying to get it back on track. Kind of want to add some more trees around the edges to make it blend in a little bit. Let's see what can we get. Alright, maybe we can add some pine trees. Let's see, what do we actually have in here? Not really want those. Maybe pine trees will look nice. Let's see. Alright, let's see what can we do. Pine trees make sense since we have a lot of pine trees here. Yeah, I think pine trees will be very cool. I think they make sense. Let's go into foliage mode and add these ones to the foliage tools. Okay. I already have them as foliage tools. Yep.
Are you game deving? What is this?
Hey, what's up?
Unity.
No, this is Unreal Engine. I'm making an environment. This is for an RPG game I'm working with other two people. So far, I don't know much about the game. I was just asked to create an environment, so I'm creating a swamp environment right now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's hopefully it's gonna be super nice. I'm gonna add some little trees here with the foliage tools, and to do that I'm going to deselect all the foliage first and then select only the pine trees, and hopefully I will be able to paint some pine trees and make them a little bit bigger, because I do need them to be way bigger. Maybe, I don't know, 10? That's too big. Let's see, what size is this one? It's 10 and 6. Okay, so in the foliage tools,
I've been coding in Unity for about a year now. I'm just trying to learn modeling because I cannot model for crap. I'm terrible at it, lol.
yeah, modeling is super nice. Yeah, don't worry, you'll get it. Alright, that looks about right. Let's add some pine trees. Let's just spawn some sweet pine trees everywhere. Just to fill in the gaps a little bit. Those trees, I don't want them to be like twisted. So to change that, I'm going to go to the rotation and I'm gonna change the ground slope average normal. Let's see. Now we have more like of a vertical tree. And the ground slope, I think.
I see the environment you got right now.
Yeah, let me show it to you. So I have this area that is like a swamp forest. Let me see if I can fly a little bit. We have this area right here. And then you can go up this way, trying to make like a little village, kind of little town here. Here we have like this little house, little thing like that. Moving the camera a little bit too fast, I'm sorry. Like here, and here I want to have like a little like voodoo doctor kind of like cave or something like.
Wait, this is actually so sick.
And then you can go far away from this, and it's like a huge island. So there's like a lava area right here. Oh, sorry, the camera is just flying too fast. So there's a lava area right there. I need to actually make it walkable because it's just a bunch of lava flowing and the character cannot actually walk through this area. And then we have like a volcano area right here. Let me show you. I don't have the foliage.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you. We have a volcano area. We have a little boat, pirate boat, which you can go in. A little bit like Sea of Thieves kind of style. Not really visual style, but reminds me of Sea of Thieves a lot. Even though Sea of Thieves is
Did you do this whole thing?
No, these are just assets that were given for free month by month in Unreal Engine. So I'm collecting assets, and I got a client who bought some assets for me, so I can create this thing. But I'm using a lot of assets that were actually given for free, and most of them you can still get today. So that's the good thing about Unreal Engine, they give a lot of assets for free, but I do modify them using the modeling tools, and I do change the textures, materials, and adapt them to the environment that we're building. So I'm trying to make them as unique as possible, and after we've used them, there's like a water lava kind of flowing down, and here I want to have...
Map, though, did you do the map itself?
Yeah.
Design.
Yeah, the world building and the level design, that's mine. Yeah, I'm copying some areas from the original asset levels from the asset pack. Sometimes asset packs come with the level, with a like sample level, and I'm copying some of those levels and placing them into this big level. But then I modified them and actually tried to make them unique. So this jungle is totally original. It's just I sculpted the landscape and I placed all the assets. But some other areas like the volcano area, that's a prefab, let's say.
Scenes.
Yeah, that's a sample scene, let's say, that I'm actually modifying and making my own. So that's the idea, just to try to learn how the actual developer uses its assets and then like modify them until they look like super nice and original. For example, here I have another forest which I need to work on. Here's like the starting area, which it's supposed to look a little different. This post-process volume is giving me some troubles. This is not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look a little bit different. I don't know why it happens. Let's see. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit more yellowish.
Is it stylized or more low poly?
It's low poly. it's like what you are seeing on screen. It's I think it's called low poly, this style. It's not gonna have much textures. It's not gonna be like yeah, we are gonna get we are trying to use as less texture as possible. We do have some textures, but very simplified. And so we have this other area, and let me turn it on super quick here. If I see PCG on content, let me just turn the forest on so you can check the areas.
It looks really cool though.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a great starting point. I'm still need to do a lot of work. I'm just like blocking out the environment, but obviously I want to create my own assets, and I want to create very nice creatures and animate them, and we're gonna have a lot of original stuff here. I'm just trying to build it up using what we have, which is like a bunch of props. Actually, it's like I've been using Unreal for almost like 4 years now, so I've been collecting a lot of assets that I'm going to use. And then my client bought a bunch of other assets that I still need to use, but we're gonna modify them. And actually sometimes I grab the assets and I break them, separate them, and create my own combinations. And for example, some trees, I model the roots of the trees, and yeah, a bunch of things. So I'm trying to make them as unique as possible to add more value to the game and the environment, just to make it as unique as possible, basically. Here, let me just turn the cave one off. Yeah, I need to, oops, really need to play a little bit better with the, oh, I like the sun right there. It makes sense now. The shine makes sense. These fake god rays. It's funny. Yeah. And so we have a little kind of mine here, mine environment that I'm working on. It's just very kind of loose right now. It's just everything is a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'll get the assets and I'll retexture and do a little bit of some easy modeling just to make it more unique.
Yeah. That's a great way to start. A great way to get something going. And then, oops, we have some little bug. The water texture is bugging out, but yeah, I have this other area right here, which is gonna be a windmill. I want to animate the windmills with a rotator blueprint, which is super simple to make. And these assets are beautiful, like wow. But yeah, I want to create like monsters and like flying war machines, and how do you call it, like flying globes, and like a lot of crazy stuff I want to create for this thing. Right now I'm just really getting an idea, like the nice idea for the place, for the environment. And here, like, this is massive. Like wow, it takes a while to walk from one point of the map to the other. It takes a long time, actually. Thankfully we're gonna have some mounts, cause and then we have this city, which is just the prefab, like we said, right? Like it's just the sample city that came with the thing. So I'm going to modify it and make it our own as well. Make all the interiors, because all the interiors actually we don't have. We need to make the interiors, and we need to light them up. It's gonna be a lot of work to get the interiors working and set dress them properly and make the windmill actually rotate and the flags move, and make it alive. Especially the interior work, like all the little lights that we need to place, and the lighting is gonna be such a big amount of work. And here you see, like, this house doesn't even have the interior. It's just an optimized for the outside. So for example, this the castle area, I think we do have interiors here, but not the lighting. So here I need to relight the whole thing and really kind of make it our own. This is a bunch of work, like seriously. And obviously the castle, I don't want to use it like this. I want to change it and make it our own, like totally, like, you know, like this is just to get my like an idea to how we should work this out. For example, this bridge is just floating with very long legs. It makes no sense. We need to make like an arc.
So it's an RPG game. Towards Elden Ring or something different. Yeah, I see the interior needs working, but you'll be there.
Yeah, and all this farmland, I really want to get in and get like different props and food growing, and like I really want to make it fun, like little pigs walking like Zelda Wind Waker and stuff. Like I want to like really get some fun details in here, but it's like a starting point, right? Like just to get my the creative juices flowing. And the castle, I do want to change the layout and make it like a little bit different. I want to make it a little bit different. Also here, all this like land. To answer your question, yeah, it's gonna be an RPG. I'm not sure exactly what kind of an RPG. I'm not really sure. I cannot say. I cannot exactly say what kind of RPG is going to be. I just know that
and 100% every 1% you do is closer and closer to that 100% dude.
I mean, you can never reach the 100%. Like even if you go into like a game like World of Warcraft, like it's you need to find that sweet spot between like how much detail should I add and what looks good, and you know, art is never finished, you know, it's just published. It's you need to find that very sweet spot where you say like, oh, I'm very happy with this, I can continue to the next area, oh, I'm very happy with that. And we actually have a Viking area. Let me just see if I can show you. Do we have it here? I lost my bookmarks. Oops. Let me just place this new bookmark here, Control 1, and let me show you the Viking area just to finish off the little tour. We have a Viking area. So this area is gonna be a snowy area. Is this for so far? It's like a Viking area, and it needs to have a little bit of more of a cold temperature. Which it's supposed to be here. For some reason it doesn't want. There you go. These post-processing volumes are just overriding themselves, and I'm kind of having a hard time like with the lighting. But this area is just a very big city, and we don't need that. We need like more of a more mountains, and we need like jetties, like mountain monsters.
The Viking area is awesome.
Yeah, it's like a big city, but I want to change this, and I want to make it like a very big mountains and like a nice kind of bridges and stuff, and make little settlements like that. Little settlements. We don't really need this big city. I want to reconstruct this whole thing, but like I said, right, it's nice to just find this VFX is not so cool. I don't really like that. It's very low poly and doesn't really resembles fire. Yeah, it's just to get an idea of how it looks like, what assets we have. It's like a nice layout, but this is gonna be super cool because I wanna make icy caves. I wanna make like super big mountains, and very cool. Like this area, the snow area is gonna be super awesome. So this is gonna change completely. Like I'm gonna really like go crazy here and just modify this whole thing. The city, like the castle city, is gonna get remade totally, and the volcano area is gonna get a lot of changes as well. So we actually get more of our own thing. And then we have a desert area. You see this little sand in there? We're gonna make some mines, and these mines are going to get connected to this other cave. So you can walk through the mines, get down here, and we're gonna have like a nice kind of desert area that connects to the swamp environment, and then here I'm gonna have another kind of forest. I'm thinking about making like a pink forest, a little bit more like a cherry blossom kind of forest. That'll be super cool. I don't really have cherry blossoms. Maybe I do have a model somewhere in Turbo Squid. I think one time a client bought one for me or something like that. Kind of need to check it out and see if I can modify it into a low poly cherry blossom. That'll be kind of nice. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Like seriously, I don't have like any concept art. I'm just going crazy with this, you know. Like seriously, it's kind of, I've never done a project like this. I have no art direction. It's just me trying to do something cool, which is not always the best idea, but let's see how it goes. Random jaw. Let's see. I clicked something here and now it's not painting. Oh, I think this is the option that I touched. I want to average normal, so it gets, there you go, a little bit more vertical. And here,
are you going to connect that mine railway to the desert mines? Yeah, that's what I always do. I just jump straight into it, face with tears of joy rolling on the floor laughing.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I do look at some reference. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I do look at some like real life, real locations of like swamps, environments, and I do look at a lot of at other video games. Like my main reference is World of Warcraft, just cause they have every single possible fantasy environment there is to create. I mean, it's a game that it's been working for 20 years, I think, like almost 20 years. So they have a lot of environments that I think they're amazing. Like the environments that in World of Warcraft is just killer, you know. So it's not like I'm going to copy the environments in World of Warcraft. Like it's like, even if I try, I won't be able to make them like that, because I don't have the assets, I don't have that style of art. But I can see the color, I can see the mood, I can see the asset placement, the composition, the height variation, and I can learn a lot from those environments and try to apply a little bit of that into this world. Because the way the environment art is working, Blizzard, they're very smart. They can make something look so interesting with so little props and so little detail. It's like that, like really amazes me. Like I'm actually very impressed by how the environments in World of Warcraft work. I need to make YouTube videos on that topic, just like going from the first expansion to the last, analyzing every zone and basically talking about environment art and level design, how they actually progressed and how they look amazing, and what works, what doesn't, how the old environments look very boring, but back in the day they looked so impressive, and now it's like that kind of needs a rework. And then I was checking the last expansion and the last environments, and I was like, what? Like they really got their game together. And it's crazy. It's crazy how much of an improvement they made. But it's a great way to it's a great way to learn also. Just analyzing other games and stuff like that. You see, like this is like too much noise. Like I have too much going on, which is kind of nice at the same time. Like it's like whoa, like it's a lot of detail and it's kind of fun to look at.
Oh yeah, variety in the same objects really can completely make it stand out. Height, rotations, size. Adds little bit of remodeling and you can make 5 prefabs look like a full environment.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about modularity, right? Like Lego pieces. Like you can use, you can build so much stuff with the same Lego pieces. It's crazy. Environment art is a lot like Lego. Like you can learn a lot from Legos as well. Yeah, I think that's a great comparison. Okay, so I love these pine trees. That's what I actually needed, something that blocks the environment a little bit from the outside. I kind of really like this. I'm going a little bit too crazy with these trees, like maybe I'm placing them a little bit like everywhere. It looks like super dense, which might not be the best idea. um, but yeah, it really, we can use PCG, the procedural content generator, to actually get this going. But I kind of like I like hand placing stuff with the foliage tools. It's just so nice. I can really have total art direction over things. Like, you see, there's a lot of pine trees that are like very kind of falling down and stuff. I kind of go. I'm able to go specifically into them and place them by hand, rotate them, scale them, just like a static mesh. So it's super cool. Like, I really like that. And here I do want to have some other thing that cuts the desert from the swamp area, which I know that deserts have swampy areas as well. So it's kind of nice. And here we can make yeah, here I don't know, like it's gonna be a little weird, like, cause I kind of want to make like a pink forest here, but it's a very small area. I'm not really sure about this. Yeah, need to think about it. Maybe like an island in center of the lake with a pink big tree. That's so typical, like a big tree in the middle of the environment. Oh yeah, I've seen that 1,000 times, but it works. It's very cool. That's funny. It's cool because like I can just
I love environment art too. Don't get me wrong, I find coding so relaxing, until I accidentally put a capital somewhere and spend 50 minutes looking for one wrong letter. Apart from that though, I love it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I bet I love blueprinting, and I'm like I'm an artist. Like, I'm not very good at, like, you know, blueprinting and stuff, but when I do get a blueprint to work, I'm like, I feel like a genius. I'm like, yes, whoa, I never thought this was possible. I did this, and it's like the simplest thing in the world. And like I never coded before, but I do want to try to learn a little bit, just a little bit, to see what can I do with it. There's an Unreal certification course, an official Unreal developer certification course. It costs $50, and you can, if you finish it in 1 month, you get the certification. And basically, it's like Google approved. So whenever you look for a job,
yeah, exactly, it's the best feeling ever when you achieve it, even if it's so small. It's really amazing. Definitely can relate to that feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen programmers work, and it looks painful, like just a wall of text and they're just going through it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. That's why they get paid very well. But I do feel it, like when a programmer goes like, yes, I made it. I bet like it really feels gratifying. Like when you get something to work, it's like, I did that. That's so awesome. Programming is amazing. I see programmers as some kind of like gods or something. Like, I remember working in a game studio, and I was like, David, can you help me? And he comes and he goes like, yeah, it's done. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's just a setting that you had off. It's just a console command you needed to input. I'm like, what? Uh, and he's like, I will explain a little bit more in the lunch break. I need to do something else. I'm like, all right. It's so nice. It's like magic, you know. Like I didn't know what he was doing, but he got everything fixed. It's super nice. It's also nice when they take their time to explain, and they just break it down to as simple as possible for like a little kid. Like, yeah, let me just explain. It's super cool. That's why I want to learn a little bit more so I can understand. Yeah, gaming.
Face with tears of joy rolling on the floor laughing. That's brilliant. I really want to work in a game studio one day. Carry on about that Unreal course as well. What's that about?
Oh yeah. So now there's an official certification, an official course from Epic Games that teaches you the basics of Unreal Engine. So it's just nice to take the course, to take that course. So you can put it in your curriculum, you can put it in your LinkedIn profile, and it gives you more of more confidence in whoever is going to like hire you. There will be like, hey, this guy actually took a certified course on the program, and now I can trust this guy a lot more. He actually went through this base of knowledge, and now I know he's able to he will be able to actually perform better or have more knowledge than maybe somebody who did the course. I'm just so distracted with these trees. I'm sorry. I'm like, what? So yeah, I need to look it up. It's maybe if you look at it in Google, like official Unreal Engine certification course, and it should pop up. And I know it's $50 for 1 month. But if you complete the course in 1 month, you finish it basically. But it's super nice because you need to get like peer reviewed, and you need to share your progress, and you need to show what you're actually doing with the course. It's some like serious stuff. Like they teach you like all the.
I wish Unity would do that, as I primarily use Unity, but most studios either use Unreal or their own engine.
I actually did a Unity test. I actually did a Unity art test a while ago. I didn't get the job, unfortunately. They were looking for a senior artist, but I'm still super grateful with the opportunity, because I got to get my hands dirty and try Unity. I never tried Unity before, and it was kind of cool, you know. Obviously I love Unreal because I've been using it for years, like maybe 4 years now, and I'm more comfortable in Unreal, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm open to other engines, like, for sure. Like, you never know, like if you get a job in a studio and they have their own engine or whatever, you need to change. It's like, it's nice to be open to other programs. But you know, Unreal, it's just so nice. It's just so friendly, you know. It's a friendly program, and it's so well documented, and there's so many people using it, and so many groups and Discord groups and tutorials, and it's and forums, and it's so nice. And just you ask for help and somebody will be there to help you. It's like, yeah, dude, I know exactly what you're going through. You need to click here, do this, do that. Great. I really like that. I didn't felt the same way with Unity. I was trying to look at tutorials, and most of them were a little bit old. There's like 1,000 different versions of Unity, and it was a little confusing for me. I was like, wait, I'm not using the last version? What is this? And it got a little confusing when it came to like for looking for help or tutorials. I kind of needed to figure out things on my own, and it's the way it goes, you know. But Unreal is more kind of like straightforward, I would say, and a little bit more it comes with more like presets. It's like more like plug and play to start with. You can do absolutely complex things in Unreal for sure, but it's kind of more like a plug and play program, I will say. It's more like, for artists it's amazing because you can start blueprinting, you can start making game logic, you don't need to know programming, and it's very friendly. And if you know C++, you can do crazy things, like seriously crazy things in Unreal. That's the thing. I heard that they're trying to implement some other language into Unreal, like their own language, which I'm not really sure how that's going to go, how that's going to work, but I kinda wanna. I'm loving this. Like now we have that change of environment. We're changing from the pine trees to the mushrooms. Yay! Awesome. Yay! I'm so happy. Sometimes, I feel so grateful right now because it's the best feeling in the world when you rather just keep on working in your art than actually go and play games. That's such a nice feeling. Like, I'd rather stay here and create my own world than actually go and play another game. I don't have that kind of like I don't have that kind of feeling right now, like, hey, no, I really want to do some dungeons right now in World of Warcraft. Oh, I really want to do some PvP. No, right now I feel like I just want to keep on building this stuff. It's like the best feeling.
Very true. It's very beginner friendly coding. It takes a while to grasp it. I remember when I first started coding, I was losing my mind because I couldn't grasp it until it just clicked.
Oh yeah, for sure. You need to reprogram your brain. It's like you need to think differently.
Yeah, I get what you mean too. I love that working on my own game is so much better in the moment than playing something else.
Sometimes you get tired. Like sometimes there are days where things just don't work out, and you are. I mean, I felt a little stressed out a couple of days ago. I was getting overwhelmed by the whole size of this environment, and I was like, I'm not getting the results I need. The lighting is not looking good, and oh my god, I'm not feeling very comfortable with this. And I just went and played some games. But then I came back and I said to myself, no, I'm not leaving until I get this swamp environment looking good. And now I placed some mushrooms, I placed the lighting better, I actually placed some things on the top, and I'm like, it's starting to look like I wanted to make. Like, my vision is actually coming to reality. Like, this is what I had in mind. Like, I really wanted to create this kind of very mysterious kind of swamp environment, like with some fog and very interesting kind of things growing on top of you and stuff. Yeah, I'm really liking this, and the contrast between the greens and the oranges, it's like so nice. It really works out, and these things growing on top, wow. I'm sorry, like I don't want to be one of those artists who just talks so much about his own work, like, oh yeah, it looks amazing. Let's say I'm just very happy with the progress, because I was struggling very hard with this biome. Like, my client was like, dude, how is the environment going? I see you've been working on the swamp environment, like how long do you think it's gonna take? And I'm like, oh Jesus. He's not seeing progress, and I'm getting stuck, and I'm like, oh no.
See, the hardest thing for me is I have such good ideas, but when I try and design the things I see in my head, I just can't seem to get it down to where I see it in my head.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should be proud, man, it looks awesome.
I appreciate it. um, yeah, I totally understand. That used to frustrate me a lot when I was a kid and I was trying to draw and I was trying to like make characters and environments drawing, and I was like, dude, this is not what I had in mind. This doesn't look like what I need. And it got me very frustrated, and then I got into digital art and I got into 3D, and when I got into 3D I was like, hey, this is closer to what I actually had in mind. Hey, this actually kind of works. And the more you keep on learning and practicing, it's you make that gap a little bit shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter until you are like, hey, whoa, I'm able to express myself and I'm actually able to translate my ideas into this thing that I can just share to people. And it's not like, hey, listen to my idea. No, look at it. And it feels so gratifying. Like, wow. It's not always going to be 100% like the translation. It's not going to be 100%, but it's like you get the essence. Like, oh yeah, this is actually what I had in mind. It doesn't look 100% like what I needed. I was thinking of more like a dark place and stuff, more hostile, but it's actually getting there. It's actually getting there. And yeah, I really like this stuff. Right now I have the idea of making like this area for the witch doctor. So imagine like we get a curse, we get poisoned or cursed or something, and we need to find this witch doctor. He's the only guy in the whole island who is able to help us, and he's gonna live like in this environment. I don't know, like should he live underneath the roots of a tree? Let's think. That kind of makes sense. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's see if we can actually find a nice tree trunk and actually make him live underneath the roots of the tree. And that'll be super cool. It's like probably the most common idea ever, but kind of like, what if we find like we have this one? I actually modified the roots of this tree. I created the roots of this tree because we didn't have them. So we can have this one, which looks like a spider a little bit, and then we have this other one which looks a little bit more natural. And then we have this other one. Which one should we use? No, this one is not the one. You know what? I kind of like this one. It really looks like a pumpkin or something, some kind of like. So let's make this very big. Does it have like an interior? Enough space to go in? Maybe. Let's try to put it somewhere here. And let's check scale, and then I will try to set it up. Okay, let's see. I want some candles and stuff. I want to make it like very like kind of like a mysterious kind of like. So I need like some foliage to cover it up, and little mushrooms growing, and candles, and let's see. So the scale, it's kind of nice. Kind of need to modify it a little bit. Let's see if we can find a nice entrance to this place. Okay, I like this. This looks like a door. This looks like a door. Let's place that in the front. This goes perfect just to put it in between that mushroom. Okay, I think we got the placement. Nice. Now it looks like a house made out of a tree. That's very cool. Okay. Okay, it's time to think about how can we make this more interesting. Oh, what is this? Hey, what is this plant? Are you joking with me? Where this came from? Oh, I have a bunch of assets that I don't even know where they came from. What? I like this a lot. Those are super nice. Hey. Wow. Hey. Oh, look at this one. Oh, that tree is super awesome. Hey, whoa. I have a lot of assets that I don't know where. It looks like a melted kind of ice cream. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Oh, that's super cool. All right, let's think about this. I need to get to know these assets better because there's.
I love the low poly art style. It's by far my favorite. Realism is cool, but something about low poly is amazing.
Oof, low poly is so nice. I haven't done a low poly or stylized environment in Unreal Engine. This is my first one, and I'm like.
That's actually so cool, though. I love that melted tree.
Yeah, the melted tree looks amazing. I'm definitely gonna place it somewhere. I really need to think what are we going to make with those. I'm just looking through the assets, and I think that it's time to find some rocks. It's time to find some rocks and actually make just static mesh and see what we have. I kinda want to. Oh, this is a big rock. Very big rock. Not what we need. It's not the shape we need. What is this? Okay, let's see if I can come up with something interesting. Kinda need to like just make a nice kind of formation. That might not be the right thing. Let's see how it looks with this texture. I kinda wanna place some rocks next to the thing. Let's see how does it look like if I place this.
Well, I'm gonna head to bed as it's 3 a.m. almost, but if you're streaming tomorrow, I'll definitely tune in as I could learn a lot just by watching. You're very good at the environment part.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good night, and thank you so much for hanging out. We had a nice talk. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what else can we do here. I want to add little rocks and see if I can enclose this space a little bit nicer. Okay, that's kind of cool actually. Let's see what else can I add. I'm just really
Yeah, 200% man, have an amazing rest of your day/night.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I will stream for a little bit more and then I will take a break. I already did almost done with my 8 hours. But tomorrow I should be back for sure, if the internet allows it. Hopefully. Okay. All right. It's time to make this some more interesting. Let's see. Let's add little rocks. I want to enclose this somewhere. I want to get this one here. Let's just experiment a little bit and see what can we do. Yep. Here's a great space to place maybe this one. Just put it like that. We don't really want to take much space inside the thing, but I do want to cover it up. Close this area so I can make it like a nice kind of natural house. Can have a little exit from there, it's okay. And I want to start adding a little bit of this, a little bit of that there. Okay, now it looks like it's actually growing through the rocks or something. Not exactly, but okay, cool. I like this. Let's add this texture, this material to these rocks. All right, cool. Maybe this one needs to be a little smaller. Yep, that's kind of nicer. Maybe we can place it inside. Not really. A little bit like that. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's make this maybe bigger. Not so much. It's okay. I think that's interesting. Okay, let me think about how can we make this work. Okay, now we have a closed space. Okay, and let's see. I'm thinking about oh, broke my juice cap. Let's see. Okay. I remember static mesh. Oof, what are these? Little flowers? Oh, those are so nice. Oh my god, I have so many props. What is this? Like little... Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. This foliage assets are absolutely amazing. What is this? Oh, hey, they look very nice. This actually looks very cool. Oh. This. Oh wow, this looks super cool, but maybe this comes from the Chinese. I mean, not Chinese, like the Asian environment. What? There's so much in here. These plants are amazing. What? Hey, I have a lot of plants in here. I don't know, I wanna go crazy with this and start placing them everywhere. We have like these ones. Whoa, that looks super nice. Yeah, let's just experiment a little bit with this. Try not to repeat them too much. Oh wow. And the size is perfect. Oh, and I have these other little ones. Whoa, they look so different from the rest. This foliage, this low poly foliage, I mean, and the way it moves and stuff, it's a little bit wobbly, like a little bit underwater effect, but it's okay. It's kind of hard to get it right. I impressed with these props. I like this. I like this. Just some little foliage, it can really go afar. It can take the whole thing like very far. Little mushrooms growing on the tree. Hey, how are you, Parafuso? Going crazy with these assets. Wow, I have so much stuff here. I'm realizing like I have like a bunch of assets that I never seen before, including mushrooms, including a lot of stuff. And here I kind of want to add a lot of these kind of actually make this big. But attach it somewhere. Those are a little bit difficult to play with because I want to that's so nice, like whoa. All right, let's get into the groove. I saw this foliage that I lost. I don't know, I should have saved it. I should have remembered the name. Wow, it was some kind of like very interesting plant. It was like not realistic at all. It was just some kind of, not like an alien plant, but some weird shape, and it goes perfect with this environment. I really like these ones. Really reminds me of Costa Rican jungle. We have like almost every tropical plant in here. Brazil also has a lot of nice plants. I mean, you have the Amazon forest, a big part of it. Those are so beautiful, these ones. Really like that. Alright, where's the one I was looking for? I totally lost it. Hey, what is this? Oh, what is this? Hey, that looks super nice. This little palm tree. It moves a lot. I don't know if this actually goes well in here. No, this palm tree I'm gonna save for the other environment, for the water lilies. Hey, that's super cool. But not for now. What are these? Little flowers. I want to find the other ones. Little salad. That's funny. That's cool. Yeah, I lost this other foliage. It was some alien stuff, like, but I really liked it. Maybe not for this area specifically, but gonna find it. I think I know the asset pack that it comes from. Whoa, yeah, I really like this. Let's see if I can actually place a little bit of, make a trail a little bit of from this. I want to see what happens if I, oh, are these just vertical? Okay, I see how it goes. The pivot point should be on the other side, right? Like, is it designed to be placed? Not really sure how to place this. Is this for like a blueprint, or make it modular maybe? Okay. Let's see, these ones. Yeah, just really testing out what assets do I have, because I found out that I have a lot of interesting stuff here. Really trying to get this beautiful swamp environment going. Like, today is the day where I get this to a nice point, nice point. I've been like really trying to get this swamp environment going, and for some reason I just get distracted and do something else. What is this? Not really what we need. This color is not really working, and the shape is not really working. Alright, let's stop placing so many different props. We want to keep it like a little bit more. Yeah, let's play with these ones. I like these ones a lot. Actually, let's place a little bit of, let's make a little trail from these plants. I think it's gonna work very nice. This is like the witch doctor's kind of garden. I think it's gonna work very good if we make like a little trail from them. And then let's see. I kind of like this. It's kind of like starting to make sense, and we need to actually go around the thing and add a little bit more around this thing. because we want them to be actually growing in the second all over this area, but not like just in this floor. This is like the third floor of the environment, let's say, the highest level in height. So we're gonna have these plants here, and you won't be able to see this type of plants anywhere else in this biome, just at this height, which actually it makes sense. Plants, different species have different heights where they like to grow, and maybe this is not the kind of plant that grows on rocks, but we can just add it up like that, and boop. These foliage are one of my favorite series, like super nice plants. And it reminds me of a plant that grows here in Costa Rica as well. All right. That's super cool. I think it's time to actually get some candles. I think it is time. It took me like a long time, but I finally got to the place, to the zone. I'm actually in the zone finally. After hours of working, I got into the zone. Sometimes it takes hours. It's like I don't want to stop working. I'm finally happy with the result. And the only way you can get to that point where you don't want to stop working, it's working. Such a funny thing, right? There is something about hand placing assets. I was playing with PCG a lot, and I was really struggling to make things look nice. But as soon as I started like foliage painting and actually hand placing stuff, I was like, hey, oh, it looks good. Now, finally, it makes sense. PCG, I'm gonna keep on learning PCG. I wanna become like as good as I can at using PCG. But absolutely, there's nothing like foliage painting. I mean, it's my favorite thing to do in Unreal Engine. It's just so fun, and hand placing stuff, it's it's amazing. For example, this is too big, this is also too big, this one we can make a little smaller, and this one we can also make a little smaller there. Cool. Chick. Okay, nice. Now we need some ground variation. We need more stuff. Little mushrooms. We need some torches. Maybe we need a different kind of torch. Oh, the candles, yeah. And then I need a little spline for the spikes. And yeah, let's actually play with the spikes. I think that this is gonna be a little painful, but this blueprint spline, this blueprint is actually not so easy to work with. I had some trouble today playing with this, so I guess let's try it. So let's press G, let's rotate, let's try to get this point, and then Alt click and just try to make it look nice, and then Alt click, try to place it somewhere. somewhere that makes sense. Oi, oi, oi. Oof, I messed up. It's okay, it's okay. Let's try again. Let's... There's something wrong with this spline. I know I need to change it. To change some stuff. There's something very weird with this. And is this the distance? It's the distance between the points. Okay. Yep. I need to, like, most of these blueprints, they need a specific distance between the points. If it's too short, it behaves very weird. And if it is too little, it squishes the thing. You kinda need to find the sweet spot with each specific mesh, so you actually get like a nice shape. Thankfully we are doing something stylized, so if we get some like scaling, it kinda still works. I forgot how difficult this was. Oof, damn. It's not really collaborating. Oof, Jesus. No. This is not actually working that well. I guess, yeah, let me just try it a little bit more, and then if it doesn't want to work, we will just continue with something else. I'm kinda getting the hang of it a little bit. Maybe. Oh, I see. I'm trying to tame this snake. Okay. Oof. Oh, oof. Okay. And I cannot move it up. I cannot move it down. It needs to stay there. Now let's play with the points. What if we move it a little bit like that and push it a little bit out like that and give that nice round shape? Yeah, a little bit like that, just a nice round shape. This is something that I cannot hand place for sure. This nice curve, I cannot make it by hand. I need to use splines to achieve these super nice shapes, and that's it. I cannot continue this spline because if I push it up, goes crazy, push it down, goes crazy. But it really it looks very nice actually. Really like that. I'm getting a little bit of that effect going through here as well. We can adjust the curve a little bit, make it nicer for sure. Give it a little bit more care. We can make it go in a little bit and go out a little bit. That's super cool. here as well we can play a little bit. When you have a lot of spline points together, then things get complicated, for sure. Just a little bit of differentiation, finding that sweet spot between the distance of the different points of the spline to achieve the least amount of distortion possible. Okay, and here let's see if I can do a little rotation. Nope, doesn't like rotation. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can actually push it a little bit here. Nope, it doesn't like to move like that. Okay, let's just keep it there. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make a... I'll try to make a little spline. Alright, it's almost 8 p.m. Oh wow. Alright, that's awesome. That's awesome. Working with that spline is like it really it feels like going to the gym. Like mentally, it's like, oh my god, it's so hard to work with that spline. I'm exaggerating, but it's like what? Alright, so I'm gonna make a little spline go this way, and then I think I'm gonna try to work on the other area and try to take a break, because I'm almost hitting my 8 hours of work today and I don't want to burn myself down. BP hanging bridge, BP spike wall. Okay. Let's work this out. Super sweet. Let's push this down a little bit. Okay, and here I want to alt click and try to achieve that nice spacing. There you go. Okay, yeah, it's just about having a lot of patience. It really is a matter of patience, placing each point as good as you can so the next point is easier to place. Here I'm gonna go up like that. Since this is a super short mesh, I need to be super careful with the placement of it, which is going up and pushing it far away so we don't squish it that much, and push it up and away. Yep, just like that. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's just like it's about okay, I can push it in a little like that, and then maybe like this, and it does not allow me to push down, so I need to keep the spline. I need to keep the spline flat on the ground. It really does not like to go up or down because it squishes the model. In that case, I'm gonna select the main blueprint. It's like the blueprint itself, and just push the whole thing, maybe twist the whole thing down a little bit, push the whole thing up, and we can actually get away a little bit with that. Maybe push it like that, a little bit in. Nice. not not the nicest, placement. Yeah. Yeah. Well, since we are here, let's just try to finish it. It's okay. Let's see what happens if I can select this and just push, and then just try to. Yeah. I guess I do need another spline. Let's get off the spline thing and try to just push the whole object a little bit like this. I'm going to change the blueprint settings tomorrow. I think I messed up with some stuff inside the blueprint. I believe that I messed up a little bit. That's why it's twisting too much. Oh, I can make them bigger. Great. And then just push a little bit and kind of like cheat a little bit with this. Good. That's kind of nice. There you go. Well, not exactly what I have in mind, but okay. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna make this one little spline, and I'm just going to connect these little 2 points and try to add some candles to the witch doctor area, and I think that I need to call it a day for now. Let's see, go alt click, alt click. Okay, come on, work nicely like that. Go down a little bit, don't get so twisted. Let's let's push this down in here. Yeah, for slopes this spline doesn't like that much. It doesn't like to be placed on a slope. Oh, I can select each individual part. Oh, that's kind of cool. Didn't know that. Of the mesh. Nice. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, let's take a break from splines. I'm actually sweating and stuff. This spline is giving me a hard time, super hard time. Oof, yeah. This is not the right way to do this. No, there needs to be a better solution for sure. Tomorrow we're trying Dash to see if we can actually get some stuff. Yep, this is not the way. It takes a lot of time and energy, and I know there's other ways to achieve this result. Here's a straight line, so you know what, I'm just gonna hand place a little bit of spikes in here. I'm just gonna go here and just add this huge spike right there, and just go like here, like whoop, and here, and just go smaller, and then just go like Unfortunately, it's a straight and boring line. Yep, that's the power of splines. It really makes things look super cool if you have the patience to place them nicely. You can make some very cool shapes. This is just a straight line, which really doesn't add much. But we can try to break it into something more curved like that. And here we can also try to make it a little bit more interesting by twisting this somehow in this other direction and placing it a little bit more into the ground. We can actually flip this around. I mean, not flip it, but rotate it a little bit like that, and then a little bit inside like that. Well, yeah, it looks repetitive and boring. It's okay. We're gonna fix that tomorrow. Yeah, just wanted to get that idea going, like this. And then here, that's perfect for the spline, just to go down like down to the thing. But it's a slope, and this spline doesn't like slope, so I'm gonna leave that there. For now. Yeah, let's actually try to get some candles here. Really wanna make this super interesting stuff inside here, like a little altar kind of thing. Like, oof, we have some very cool horn candles and stuff. Ooh, right. Is this from the Viking asset pack? Wow. Let me think about it. Just let's go into static mesh just to clean up this a little bit. We don't want any kind of structure for the candles. We want just pure candles. Oh, obviously the skull candle. Yeah, the melted candles. Yes, that's what we want. So let's see. Why do we have two of them? I don't understand. Are they the same? I don't really understand. Everything's repeated twice. Let's just check this out. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, we have a Unity version and an Unreal Engine version. That's why we have both asset packs. That's gonna be a little confusing. I need to make some serious cleanup here, because that's gonna be confusing for sure. There's no need to have the same asset twice. I actually messed up. I needed to clean that off before importing. But I had some assets already placed, so yeah, not the best idea. So no problem. Let's just start actually placing some candles everywhere. This is gonna be super cool when I light it up. So candle. Let's go candle, and let's add the skull right here, and we can keep on adding like candles everywhere in the floor. We have the candle melted prop, which is gonna be super nice. If we place it right, it's gonna look super sweet. Let's get some candles. It's gonna look amazing. I'm going into like very small detail right now, which is kind of dangerous because this is not finished yet. Actually, before placing the candles, I need some rocks to get that secondary detail. So let's just do that super quick. Let's add a little rock here, little rock there, little rock in here as well. And then we can actually start set dressing this nicely. We have a mushroom growing there, so let's give it a little space. This little piece of plant is part of PCG, I guess. We're gonna cut it off. Or is this a foliage actor? It's a foliage, okay, even nicer. Okay, here we're gonna just make this smaller. I don't like that sharpness. Let's rotate. Okay, just add a little bit of rocks in here. Cool. We can make it like that. Let's make it a little. That's kind of cool. That's like there's a gap in there that I'm not happy with. Let's just actually do we have plants on top of this? Yeah, we cannot move that prop. Let's just cover it with a little rock right here. That's gonna just make it smaller and cover that area with like something like that. Kind of cool. And here as well we have this other gap that we need to cover up with some secondary detail. Let's maybe add some stuff like those little gaps in there are not so friendly, so I mean not so nice to look at. And here let's maybe place another one here. That kind of creates a nice little thing there. And just a little rock in here. Textures are not super sweet right now. No problem, I'm just gonna select texture and assign to these props. Maybe there's a more efficient way to assign the same material to multiple props. Okay, that's good. All right, I like that. Good. I want to actually cover this up with something else. We don't want light coming from the outside, at least not much. Oops. And we do need to create an altar, like some kind of like voodoo stuff, some kind of structure where I can place like skulls and stuff. The skull is not gonna be in the ground, it needs to be somewhere high up. Yeah, it really is. That's not a nice placement for that. I like the candles on the rocks, that's super cool. And if we get that melted stuff going down the thing is gonna look super sweet. Here's where like things get very cool, when you like start adding little things like that. Okay, all right, that's nice. We have some foliage that this foliage. I'm gonna get off that. I'm gonna cut that foliage down because it doesn't really make sense. I do like this foliage here a lot, because we do have that in the jungle here in Costa Rica a lot, like little leaves growing on top of other plants. I really like this effect. Just push enough so we can hide change the size a little bit, make it go up. Nice. I really like this effect, and we can continue adding so much stuff. Oof, these mushrooms, can I push them like that? Let's see if I can get away with this. Mushrooms grow vertically most of the time, so yep, I need to cheat a little bit. Thankfully it's stylized and it allows me to go crazy with like scaling, nobody knows. Oops. But the verticality of vegetation is very important to make things feel believable, even though it's a they're facing the same direction. Don't really like that stuff. Today, is it Friday today? Oh yeah, that's why we have some party music going. Cool. Yay, I like this a lot. Oh, okay, well, let's see, what time is it? 8:15. Yeah, I think I'm very happy with this space, with this area. Just wait until I get the lighting done and like really get like little flames and stuff and like more vegetation and details and candles melting everywhere and oof, yeah. This is enough to get me very, very motivated and excited to continue tomorrow. That's a nice kind of like a nice way to end the stream. Oh yeah, this area I don't really want to show. I don't really want to show that much yet, because it's gonna be amazing when I finish it. And maybe I can add a big candle on top, which is kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't have much logic, but it will be fun. That will be fun. Yeah, we can work on the ground texture a lot. We can add more stuff. I want more fence and ground differentiation. I think that's super awesome. We do need set dressing. We do need a lot of props for set dressing, and the texture of these mushrooms, we can make it mossy as well. Yeah, a lot of stuff we can continue with tomorrow. And yeah, this environment is taking off. And the vines, I'm gonna add a bunch of vines everywhere. It's gonna be so cool. Yay, it's gonna look super cool. Oh, I forgot I did this forest. Yay. Actually, I kind of want to try something before I go. Like, yeah, let's just go crazy and do this right now. Before I go, I kind of want to like just look for a nice rock. Find like a nice rock. Let's see. I want something like whitish. Like, I have this very nice kind of, these rocks right here, they're very like flat and cut out. Ooh, I think this is the one I was looking for. Yep, this is the one. Perfect. I was looking for something like this. Let's push it into the water. Let's place it somewhere in the center, but not straight in the center. Somewhere around this area. Okay, that's super cool. Now on top of this rock, I wanna look for the willow tree. So we have these willow trees, which are one of my favorite trees, and I want to add a pink willow tree, which is gonna be amazing. Let's see if I can find it up. Static mesh, Control B. Maybe it's not. Is that rain? Oof, I love when it rains. So nice. Where is my willow tree? My willow tree. Yes. It's not on Polynature here, it's on Polynature. There you go. Oof. I was like, where's my pink, yellow, my pink willow tree. Just look at this, looks like a cherry blossom. That's what I like a huge tree just grabbing itself from the rock. I mean, like, every fantasy game should have one of those. You see how it grabs the rock right there, like a claw machine. I'm just talking so much crap. Oh my god. But yeah, that's what I want. That's so nice. Yay. Does it really make sense? I mean, it's fantasy. It's okay. But I do want some pink little forest here. I don't know. Like, maybe I do need to look for my cherry blossom model. I remember having a cherry blossom tree, very nice tree, that I'm going to modify to make low poly. I'm gonna decimate it, and I'm gonna work on the textures, the materials, and I'm gonna bring it up to see if we can have some very magical kind of stuff in here. I know cherry blossom is maybe not the right vegetation for this. I need to think about it, because we do have a lot of bamboo trees, and we have a lot of tropical Asian vegetation, so I can use that cherry blossom for that. Like, but I think cherry blossom, it's something that I need to research more where it actually grows. I believe it's not a tropical tree, because we don't have cherry blossoms here. It's it grows in the cold areas, I think. I need to get that right, at least make my research so I don't mess up with that. We don't want like cherry blossoms where they don't belong, because it's a very noticeable tree and people will be like, what? This makes no sense. It really doesn't matter that much, but it does sometimes. Like, we don't want to mix the vegetation too much. It needs to follow some kind of logic, at least. We don't want to be like the new Assassin's Creed, like Ubisoft. They messed up the the season of the cherry blossom for a realistic game, and it's like, no dude, like, come on, that's like a big mistake. Like, you don't want to mess up those things. Oof, this is looking crazy. The ground doesn't really go well with this pink color, but I'm gonna find a nice texture for the ground. Just wanted to make a little pink forest, and we're gonna make a little kind of post-process volume for this area and like make it super magical. And I think I went too crazy with this tree, so maybe it's starting to get a little boring and and repetitive. I'm like, what? Yeah. And actually, the rocks, we can change actually the rocks from the waterfall. We can actually change them for these rocks, so we can start making a little kind of like thing here, which I'm just gonna place this asset so I remember what I was doing tomorrow and try to continue from here. Yeah, just this is ideation. This is just block out. This is just seeing what works, what doesn't, what sticks, what feels right. Because I haven't seen a pink willow tree yet. That's new. Oof, yeah, I want to have these rocks in the edge of the waterfall and change all these rocks for this texture. Actually, let's see how it looks. What if I just put this texture here? Oh, oh, that's not the way. Nope, this is nope, that's not how it works. We need to create a material with layer blending to get these colors into those rocks, or just change the whole rocks, which makes more sense. It's okay. Yeah, we have a big trim sheet with color only. I kind of like this stuff. It's looking very interesting. The ground color, I don't know what color is going to be. Really need to think about that. Let's see, what are these? Little pebbles. No, I'm gonna delete that. I'll do that with foliage tools. And I want some bloom and some nice kind of. Oh, these are very small props. No, I'm not gonna deal with those now. Yeah, those are very tiny props. Okay, cool. This is super nice. I like that little pink forest. We can actually make it a little bit wider. And this other area, it's super boring. I mean, like, I need to, yeah. This forest is like, come on, dude, like, like, hey, what happened to this forest? Who took the wood away? We need to grow more trees here. It's a very, very empty. All right, no problem. Cool. It's time to take some beautiful screenshots of today's progress and take it easy for the rest of the day. I guess we did a lot today, and this desert environment, oof, just wait for it. I'm gonna have some beautiful cactus plants and super interesting stuff here. We're gonna have some mines that actually connect through the mountain into the other mine area. Cave, post-process volume. You see, now it works, and it's this post-processing. I'm not really sure what's going on. I really need to sit down and get these post-process volumes working, because I don't understand what's happening. It's just they're overriding themselves so much. Oof. Yeah. Wow, this is crazy. This is like the biggest environment I ever done in Unreal. Okay, it's time to do some screenshots. And then I will do some little gameplay just to see how it looks from the player perspective. Okay, so let's find a nice spot. The mood. I'm really liking this mood. Yes, now it feels like a swamp, finally. After so much struggle, I'm finally getting happier with this. Really getting happier with this. It's okay, let me just take some quick screenshots. Not gonna think too much about them because I spent hours putting the camera right. Sometimes just making sure the screenshot looks sweet. That's great. Let's continue. Wow. We need another picture from the other side. We don't want to get this messed up. Oof. Now we're talking. Alright. Double check this snapshot. Beautiful. Let's continue. Oof, yes, I like this. That's so nice. Oh my god, okay. I don't know where to place the camera, there's so much information. Volcano, waterfalls, pink forest, mushrooms, it's too much. We need to occlude more, a little bit, break a little bit the biomes, it's too much together. Let's get out of this post-process volume. Lighting is not sweet. Too boring, too bright. Yep. Nope. No. This is not a sweet area to take a screenshot. Let's take it from the other side. Looking at this. Okay, that's better. Perfect. Okay. I'm just gonna... There you go. That's what I need. Let's make it brighter. Right, don't overthink it, just take a screenshot where it feels good, feels right here. Okay, let's just take a screenshot right here. I still need more detail to be satisfied with this area. It's just very loose. I'm gonna take another screenshot from this area, which I didn't work today, but kinda wanna like showcase a little bit all the areas of the environment. So here, I guess it's kinda cool. Let's take a screenshot. Nice. Let's come here and just take a super quick picture of this other area, which I think it was around, where is it? This area needs some work. It's just very procedural and boring. It's like, yep, bunch of nonsense growing everywhere. We have no paths, no interest points. It's just procedural stuff. Okay, cool. Let's showcase the other area, which was the cave. Oops. Just so I can get a clean screenshot from each area. This cave, I'm actually going to take the post-process of the cave right there. Okay, super sweet. And here, and that's not a good angle. That area is not actually finished, but I like this other screenshot right here. Ooh, yeah. Just to showcase a little bit. Yep, the sun doesn't need to shine, doesn't need to be visible totally. Yeah, just to not that much, because it gets the perspective kind of gets distorted because we are using a vertical layout. So that's good. Let's take another screenshot somewhere here. This is just a generic forest, which we will modify. Oh, I think that's a good angle. I think that's nice. Somewhere around there. Kinda dark, kinda but It's nice to see like the dark, shadowy area. All right, cool. Let's see. Here, I'm thinking, where's the tropical? Ah, you see, it's not actually working here. Oh, I see the problem. Outside one. There you go. I see. We got some post-process volumes to deal with. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna like really go deep into the post-process volume and check exactly what's happening. I'm gonna read the documentation and I'm going to go over all the settings and I'm going to learn exactly how this post-process volume works, because it's giving me such a hard time. Alright, the jungle environment. Do we have something nice to show? It's very cool. I can take double screenshot of this area. This looks like some banners. It doesn't really feel like some natural growth. Yeah, it looks kind of weird. And there's something wrong about this. I need to look at more reference and try to replicate. Is this a nice shot? I guess. We have first plane and we can see far into the mountain. Okay, let's try it. And then let's see if I can find some other. This is a nice shot. Somewhere around here. And I'm not gonna take another one here because it's just too repetitive. Should I take one? Now I'm taking like 5 shots of the same space, which is not so nice. Let me see. This is a nice shot, but we can actually frame it differently. No, I actually like this. Let's just go with this. Oh yeah, we have another one here. Let's try to give it some composition. Right there, here. Maybe we can try this on the right. That's a little bit more balanced. Like this. Volcano on the left, that on the right. Nice angle, breaks down. The image is too heavy on the right. Yeah, it's too heavy on the right. Now it's a little bit more balanced. Is that right? Double leaf there, first plane. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, let's go. And this camp, this camp is very not finished yet. I don't want to show this much. No, it's a little boring. It's too empty. Doesn't really work that nice yet. Should I? Let's just take a screenshot. It's a work in progress. It's okay. It's okay. So this is not working actually. Now that I think about it, I don't like this tree at all. No, not gonna show that off. Boring. This waterfall is falling into the soil. Doesn't really make sense. Doesn't make sense. This area is just work in progress. Really don't want to show this off. This is kind of interesting. I kind of like this area. Still not ready. Not ready to be shown. Well, it's okay. Let's just take a screenshot. Okay. And everything else, I think, yeah, it's okay. I'm just gonna. This is actually not my work. It's just basically a prefab. I haven't actually modified this or worked on this yet, so it's not actually. I need to put like a little note that it's just a copy paste, but just wait, because I'm gonna make it super nice. And then I'm gonna just take an overall picture of the whole thing. No, the overall picture goes to the latest. Yeah, the overall picture. He knows this city. I mean, like, it's just to show the other, to show the programmer like what assets we have, what we're working with. It's okay. So we got this forest, we have that, we have the volcano, we have the other area, and now let's take an overall picture of the whole thing, just so he gets an idea of the size of the world. Let's cut the edges so it looks bigger than it is. Always nice technique. Don't show everything. Okay, this desert area, I'm not gonna even show it. It's not actually. It's just a painted landscape. Doesn't really make sense. Here I'm gonna take this post-process of tropical, make it cold, nice. Just to show off what assets we are playing with. Nope, water, don't glitch out like that. Please, don't glitch out. Oh, this is a glitch right here, or some kind of weird reflection. Water shading, oh yeah. Always giving problems. Weird stuff. Oh, it's just the terrain underneath the water that is giving such a weird stuff. It kind of makes sense. It's just ice going down the water, now that I understand what it is. Okay, let's showcase a little bit better. Nope, more vertical. Nope. Yep, a little bit up. We have a little problem here. Yeah, oops. I guess that's okay. And that's it. We got some screenshots of the little area, this little world. Nice. Ooh, okay. Wow, this is gonna be so nice. Like, today was great progress. I feel very happy, actually. I feel very happy with this area. Yes, my swamp. This is my swamp. That's so funny. this is my swamp area. Yeah, and the witch doctor is gonna live here, and we're gonna add a bunch of set dressing, and there's so much to add in here, so much to do. Ooh, yeah, just tomorrow I'll just come back to this area and just get it. Maybe I can continue with another area, since I'm so motivated about this, I can keep that as a treat. Alright, let's just pause and save once again, and yep, thank you so much for watching.